Hi there, I'm Julie, and today we're going to be talking about when will my life begin? Yeah. so stable. How? Anyways, so basically I'm in college, I have a few years left, and recently I've been feeling like, oh, I've got the hang of things. I'm ready to move on to whatever is next. I'm ready to live my real life. And I feel like a lot of the time I have these delusions of grandeur of what I'm going to do when I'm living my real life. Even though, I know I am now. I know. And, delusions of grandeur, not the actual psychological problem, but, I'm thinking so big for later on that I forget some tasks can be started now. And in general, I just want so much for my life. I have so many dreams and ambitions and hobbies that I want to try. I want a craft room very desperately. But should I wait till I have one to do crafts? No, right? That wouldn't really make any sense. And how long should I wait to begin? I think a lot of the things that I want out of my life are things that I have to wait for. Having a craft room, for example, having that space, living by the beach. If you can't tell, I'm kind of a big beach girl. I don't know if you could tell. But anyway, things like that, I know I'm gonna have to wait for, and that is totally fine. And it might not even happen. The life might not work out in that way. But are they achievable? Perhaps. Are they achievable right now? Absolutely not. These are things that are just not gonna happen right now, and that is okay. I'm okay with waiting. But I think recently I've been having this issue where instead of starting on any of these passions or hobbies or doing anything that I really, really want out of my future, I've just been well, in the future I'll do that. But right now I don't need to. Right now I shouldn't. There's no reason for it. But there is a reason for it, because if you start from ground zero, that's a lot harder to make improvements on rather than starting from kind of bad, you know? And for some of these, it does make sense to wait. It does make sense to not start anything crazy when I don't have money or a permanent home. Things like that. Would a PC be nice? Sure. Am I gonna get one now? No. Because there's not really space, A, and B, I don't really have a need for it. And that's okay. But there are things that I could have been doing, that I should have been doing, that I think this summer of growing up is kind of what I'm calling it. I don't know why. It just feels like I'm learning a lot about what's going on around me and what I want my life to look like, and being able to see those goals and start on them now, rather than, I don't know, wait the few more years I have to have any sort of routine or pattern or any sort of previous expertise on things that I could have done. For example, one that I've recently been getting into that I've been putting off for so long is going to the gym. I've always kind of said, well, it's fine, I'm in college, I'll get fit later, I don't really need that. And that's true to a certain extent. But then I was thinking about it this summer, and I don't like feeling weak. And recently I've been feeling weak and lazy because I'll just sit in my bed all day. Right. After work, obviously. But in general, it's wow, maybe that could be something that I know you want. I know you want to be able to run a mile. I know you want to be able to do that. Maybe you should be able to do that now, so it's not 4 years since you've last ran, and instead maybe you're running regularly, you know? So of course that's been one that I think I've been doing really well recently with, is I've been getting more fit, not anything crazy, just going to the gym a few times a week and running every once in a while. It feels good to do something with my body, and I was going on walks, but that's not really enough sometimes. But anyways, not that it really matters, but that's just one that I think is pretty simple that I should have been doing probably a long time ago, but I feel I've gotten, it's happening, it's all clicking now. I'm oh, well, if I get into these habits now, then it's gonna make it way easier for my life to begin instantly right out of college with what I want. I don't know if that makes sense, but it does have me feeling pretty good most of the time. Running is still not fun, but it's getting better. It's getting easier. I'm feeling better about how strong I thought I was versus how much I know I am now. Heartbreak. Sorry, ignore that awful strand. But I think in general, these are just kind of my thoughts about the temporary and how to cope with that, because it's been something that's been brought up around me a lot and I've been thinking about kind of a decent amount. Like, there's a lot of things that are temporary that I don't mind at all. There's good things that come and go and bad things that come and go, and temporary is good. Sometimes I enjoy the temporary, and I do like to thrive in the chaos, so it does kind of go hand in hand. But also for some of the bigger projects and bigger dreams of mine, it doesn't make a lot of sense to have constant temporary feelings and temporary situations. And I think living in a world entirely temporarily, like a life that's super temporary, would cause me, at least, probably a lot of mental problems, just because I wouldn't feel like there's anything solid to grasp onto. And I think another thing that's been relatively hard for me to do is enjoy the temporary rather than yearn for the future. I think, especially recently, it's been just like, well, I feel like I'm ready. I feel like I would be totally fine out in the real world, and I would be. But there's just some weird blockage there, because how do you live entirely in the moment when you have bigger plans ahead of you? And I don't think it's crazy to yearn for like the space or a hobby that's more permanent. Like, I think people always have gone towards like home. Like, home is a super common concept that a ton of people want. I don't think that's crazy. And people like routine. Like, that's kind of human nature in a way. But I guess, what do you do when you know your home and your community are temporary? Like, that's definitely a hard thing to cope with, but people don't always act like that is. Like, I think for me, I'm just trying to live every moment to its fullest. But that's not necessarily true either, because sometimes in those moments, I'm thinking about the next thing that I would like to do, or like, oh, this is so fun, but I can't wait for in a few years when this, and this is my life. So I would love to say that that's me, where I can live every moment to its fullest that's been given to me. And I'm aware that those moments are precious, but sometimes they don't feel as precious as they are. So I'm not sure if that just means I'm greedy. I'm not really sure. Like, why would I want so much for a future when I know I'm happy in the present? And I might not be happy in the future. Like, all of my dreams could fail. That's a possibility. That's not crazy. That happens all the time. So I don't really know why I do that. And I guess overall in this summer, I've been like trying to figure out, like, what should I start on that makes it feel like I'm living now rather than in some like purgatory and waiting for my life to begin. That's kind of what I've been trying to figure out this summer a little bit. And like, I don't know the answers or like anything really. I'm not really sure what that means all the time, because I am at dissonance with myself a lot, I think. Like, I would love to be able to live each day, each hour, each second of my life in the present to the fullest. I love life, but I also sometimes wish for time to go faster, even if I'm having a good time. Very definitely two sides of a different coin, actually, not even the same coin. They're fighting for my attentions. Like, I would love to say I'm always doing everything I can all the time, but there are times where, I'm binging a show I've seen hundreds of times, not even for relaxation, but like to keep it moving along, to get to the next day. Like, and that's not the way it should be. That's not good, and I know that, but I'm trying to figure out that balance. And I know so many people say, like, as you get older, time moves faster. So it does feel like in my youth, like I should be taking as much advantage of that as possible. But I don't know if it's because I am naive and that is because of my youth, but I feel like sometimes it's just going so slow. Like I would prefer it to go faster. And I'm sure that's something I'll regret, but I can't prove it. I would love to know, like a few years in the future, what I think and if I still have this sort of dissonance, but I don't know. I don't have those answers right now. And like, I understand time is valuable. I understand it is precious, but also sometimes I do wish I could get through the transition periods and I could feel more in control of my life and the way it's going and more of my dreams, hobbies, etc. You know? And I think that control aspect is something that is a key factor in my dissonance, where I love to have control. Like, I love to be the driver in the car. It's not crazy. Like, if me and my friends are driving, I want to drive. And I think, like, I know it's because of the control. I know that means I have the responsibility and I prefer it that way. But I think this kind of transitions into the time thing because I don't feel like I have as much control over my life as I could. And like, college is so important and super fun, but it's not forever. At least it better not be. Not for me. I gotta go, guys. Sorry, but like the point is that it is temporary, and people say it's the best years of their lives. Well, I don't think it's gonna be mine. Sorry, like I have a great time, but I also know that I want more than this. And that's kind of hard to cope with in the temporary time space I have. Like, it should make things more precious, logically, because I know it's not forever and I'm having a good time. But definitely sometimes I feel in the back of my mind, like, can we get this over with? Like, let's go. I've got places to be, people to see. And I also think a part of it is that I am feeling ready to grow up a little bit. I'm ready to have responsibilities. Have a ton already. I'm ready to have more control in my life. And there are still things I need to work on in general. Like, there are things I'm not getting, but I would love to not have homework anymore. Like, that would be cool. I would love to get that over with. I don't want to do work at night. Like, I'm gonna pass. And I understand people complain about jobs and 40-hour work weeks, but like, I've had internships full-time over the summer for a few years, and they're fine. They're fine. Sometimes I do feel like I have more time than when I go back to school, which is crazy because that's not how that works at all. But working 40 hours a week is a little freeing sometimes because weekends are totally off limits. Your nights entirely optional. Like, you're allowed to do whatever you want. You don't have to have the baggage of carrying school with you, carrying clubs with you, carrying a lot of extra drama with you. Like, you get to just go home and that's it. And that is kind of nice, in my opinion. And like, in college, I think I have a ton of things to juggle, at least. And I'm aware that's my choice. And I could quit some things, but would I ever choose that? No. No. Because I would go crazy. I would go stir crazy, actually. Because I wouldn't have anything to do. Which, I know I'm complaining about having things to do, but whatever. I'm allowed to say what I want. But I guess in general, this summer has been kind of a wake-up call of, hey, there are things you want for the future, and some of them you should just start now. Like, I know you don't have maybe all the skills you think you need or all the equipment you think you need, maybe not even all the time you think you need, but even starting a skill or a hobby or some important thing you think you will use in your life, just taking the beginning jumps into it can save you a lot of time in the future. Because yeah, you're not gonna be good at anything on your first try. I know I'm not. In fact, I'm pretty bad first try at a lot of things. But as you do things and you get a routine, a lot of the times, you will get better. And then when it is a few years down the line and you have more permanence, you also have a ton of skills that you took with you. And you have something to build off of rather than starting from ground zero. And starting from something that's crappily done rather than something that's not done at all is a lot easier, in my opinion and my experience. But some things like I would love to do in the future. I would love to have a clean house. Do I do that now? Perhaps not. My room is always a mess, I fear. But that one I'm working on. I will get there one day. And that's okay. But like some other aspects is like hobbies like this, or hobbies like crafts. Even if I don't have a ton of place to store them, it's still important to do something with your free time. And I've kind of just always been all over the place with my hobbies. It's just, hey, that's just how I go. And like this summer has been different because I think a lot of the times I don't have the motivation or that like routine to really get me through to my goals that I actually want to have happen. But this summer I feel like I have. And am I perfect? Like, absolutely not. I don't claim to be. I mean, sometimes, but I don't think that anybody is going to be perfect, and a lot of that perfectionism is somewhat problematic. At least it was for me. Like, doing anything and not having it be the best it could be first try, it ends up actually like crushing your spirit a little bit, just a tad. I know it, like, fitness for me is very much like that, where I'm like, well, I've only ran 3 times this week. That means I should give up. It's like, well, 3 times is much better than 0. And going to the gym twice a week is better than going, again, 0. So I think I'm doing better with not needing to be within those lines as much as I used to think I should have been. And as far as like this, like I'm not perfect with this either. Like I say that I would do it Sundays and it gets released on Tuesdays sometimes. And that's okay, because it's for fun. It's for a hobby. It doesn't really have stakes, and consistency isn't always key. Sorry. It at least isn't for me. And being able to slip up and make mistakes and still continue with it is human. It's fine. And it's also, if it's your own projects and your own skills and goals, then you should let yourself slip up. Just because you have a cheat day on a diet doesn't mean the diet itself isn't helpful. Just because you missed a ton of goals while practicing soccer doesn't mean that's time wasted. At the end of the day, like, doing something is better than not doing it. Does this make sense? And how to conclude this? I'm not really sure. I guess the lesson is, I'm not really sure. These are just some of my thoughts as I've been living in this temporary for a while and not treating it like my real life. I've realized that you can actually take back some of that control and incorporate some of your wants into your life now, regardless of when it's going to change, regardless of how temporary your situation is. There are still things you can do to get your goals and do what and live the life that you want. So I think idealizing what you want your life to look like, picking a few of those goals that you can start now and working towards them, you should try it. See if you like it. And if you don't like those goals, you can always find new dreams. That's the great thing. So it would be better to know now than, when it's 2 years in the future and this is what you've been dreaming of forever and it's not what you expected. All right, bye.